Alright, welcome to the How to Enter Your Targets into Eyecit.com video. First, you log in, of course. Welcome to Eyecit.com. And when you log in, you can click on the Home tab, which will bring you to this page, similar to what you see here. And you'll see your map. Nothing's on it yet, of course. You would have to go and do the MATLAB image processing and run these steps below to see targets being processed and motion updating and whatnot. But to first get the targets, you have to come down to step 4 and enter them before any processing can be done. So let's go ahead and do that. We click on step 4. It brings us to a new page called the target entry page. Here you'll notice that there is a default target set up to begin with. You will not have any targets present on your list. I do currently because I have been using this program for a little while and have set up a couple of my own targets. You will see in this target entry list a few values that you can edit for each of the targets that you update. And a target, by the way, is a webcam or some other video source that is publicly available on the web, or that has an IP address that you can access and that you can see. So let's go ahead and begin with private target. Private target, default that to 0 if you want to allow everybody to see it, or you can set it to 1 if you just want yourself to see it, or even your friends in the future. Process image, yes, if you want to do image processing on that image, such as tracking, or just to show where changes have been made in the images, you would want to do processing, and this is where the SORAT executable comes in, which is spoken of in our separate video on the Eyecit.com website. The next input value is target name, where you give the webcam that you're looking at a name, such as where it's located or who it belongs to on the web. Next, you'll want to enter the latitude of the webcam if you know what it is, and if you don't, just put some default value in there. The default value that is currently set up is for a webcam in Alaska, and I'll show you a photo of that in just a minute. Next, you want to input your longitude. And both of these, by the way, you can get from Google Maps. If you know where the webcam is located on the map, you can go and find it. And what you would do is you click on link to that webcam, and it will give you a website address, and you can pull the latitude and longitude values out of that address. The next thing you want to enter is azimuth. If you know what the azimuth is, great. If you don't, just leave it as default. Azimuth, for a definition, is the angle that the camera is pointing relative to north compass heading. Elevation is the angle that the webcam or target is pointing relative to the earth and the sky. So if you're looking straight up, it would be 90 degrees. And if you're looking straight down, it would be negative 90 degrees. And if it's looking flat out at the horizon, it would be 0 degrees elevation. Next, you'll want to enter your username to let everybody know that you're the one who is processing this camera and somewhat, own it and the processing of it. The default will show your username here. Next, you'll want to enter the city where the webcam is located, where you think it's located, the state, the country. Then you want to put in the webcam URL, which is the actual address of the webcam on the web. Again, the webcam can be any video that you can see streaming. Any public webcam. It can be .cgi, it can be .jpeg. As long as you can see it streaming, we're pretty sure we can process it. The next thing you'll want to set up is the sensitivity of the processing being done on the webcam by us or by the program that you're running. The higher the sensitivity, the more motion and different changes in the image will be picked up. And when there are more changes in the image, you should see this webcam become more pronounced on the Google map on the Eyecit.com webpage. Next, you'll want to enter symbology if you want to actually view the changes in the image. If you don't enter symbology as a value of 1, then you'll just get the target image with motion alerts only, instead of with tracking overlays and whatnot. Custom processing. This actually is not working at the moment as of the making of this video, which is the date today is March 1st, 2011. But pretty soon, custom processing will allow you to enter your own image processing code to perform on any webcam that you find out there and display it through our service. And finally, you want to enter a brief description of the webcam that you're looking at, possibly where it's located or what it's looking at. Just a little brief description to let everybody know what's going on with this webcam and maybe why it might be important to you. After you're done with that, you press Add Target, The page will refresh and it'll pop up something like this, where it lists the target that you just entered and has all the values. And of course these values are editable. If you want to change values on here, like for instance you don't think the processing is sensitive enough for this particular target, go ahead and change it. If you want to do anything else, you can delete the target, you can update it, you can add new targets, you can have as many targets as you want. Right now we recommend trying to limit it to 3 targets, but you can have as many as you would like. And that's it. That's about it. Once you enter these targets in, you should be able to see them on your Eyecit.com webpage. And, oh yeah, by the way, each of these targets that you do enter, there is a little link where you can click and actually view what the webcam looks like at that particular moment as you're processing it. So let's go ahead and click this one here, and hopefully it'll come up real soon here. Here it comes. Yep, okay, this is a fountain at the University of Central Florida. That's my first target. And the second target that I have loaded in is the webcam in Alaska. Yep, that looks cold and snowy. And there you go, folks. That's it for how to enter your targets on Eyecit.com. Thank you very much.